to this explainer. Today we're diving into something that is, frankly, absolutely urgent. We aren't talking about some dramatic global event or a sudden catastrophe. Instead, we're looking at the seemingly harmless, tiny, almost invisible habits that are literally quietly stealing our lives. We are talking about the funnel of disconnection. It's how these screens we constantly hold in our hands are just pulling us right out of the present moment, one tiny micro distraction at a time. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about screen time, right? It is about our actual lifetime. Seriously, is your life passing you by? I want you to really think about that, because the reality presented in our source material is incredibly stark. Every single time we check a notification, or every time we pull out a device just to avoid a brief moment of stillness, we are trading away an actual piece of our existence. The emotional stakes here are massive. We are entirely missing the plot of our own daily lives, consistently choosing pixels over presence. Okay, let's dive into this with Section 1, the ubiquitous screen, and how our micro moments get filled. To really understand how we lose the present moment, we first have to look at the physical reality of our compulsion. We fill absolutely every micro moment. It starts the exact second we wake up. At 7 a.m., boom, the phone is the very first thing we see. We aren't waking up and leading our day, we're waking up and immediately reacting to a screen. By 12:30 p.m., we're sitting at a table eating, but we're eating with a piece of glass, not with the people around us. Then at 5:15 p.m., we hit a red light. It's maybe 30 seconds of waiting, but we simply cannot wait. We check our phones, which is both disconnected and incredibly dangerous. And finally, at 11:30 p.m., the very last thing we look at before closing our eyes is that exact same screen. Our brains are forced to process glowing pixels instead of peace right before we sleep. And this is where the time theft really happens, 20 minutes. To put that into perspective, you head to the bathroom for what is supposed to be a standard, quick 3-minute break, and it turns into a complete time vortex. You take your phone in with you, start scrolling, and suddenly 20 minutes are just gone. Poof, vanished. The pacing of this disconnection is incredibly staccato. Think about an elevator ride. It's 15 seconds of silence? But for most of us, standing there with our own thoughts for just 15 seconds has become completely impossible. Panic sets in. So what do? We immediately grab the phone to stare blindly at an empty inbox just to fill the void, or we pretend we're texting someone extremely important just to avoid making accidental eye contact with our neighbor. Which brings us to Section 2, the fractured mind, and this overwhelming internal absence. And this brilliantly illustrates the trap we fall into. We move from a physical distraction to a completely fractured mind, living in a totally split reality. When your body is physically at home, your mind is entirely at your desk. But then, when your body is at your desk at work, your mind is suddenly back home. So what's the end result? You are nowhere. Actually, scratch that. We are almost never actually where our feet are. Our mental absence takes on so many different forms. You might be physically sitting in a room, but mentally, you're replaying some random conversation from 3 years ago, agonizing over past mistakes. Or you're imagining future disasters, constantly wondering, well, what if this happens? Even in an active conversation, you aren't really there. While someone is talking, you're busy preparing your clever response instead of actually listening to them. Or you're silently critiquing and judging what they're saying. The physical body is present, for sure, but the mind is light years away. All right, let's look at Section 3, the social cost, and how this is damaging relationships. Because this constant state of distraction isn't just an internal problem. It actively damages the people around us. We make almost no eye contact anymore. We're looking at our phones, we're looking at floors, at walls, but not at people. We hear the words they're saying, but we don't process them. And trust me, they absolutely know we aren't processing them. We interrupt constantly because we can't bear to wait for our turn, always rushing to finish other people's sentences. And honestly, worst of all, we offer zero real presence to the people who matter most. We are physically in the room with our kids, but we're on our phones, and they notice. We sit right next to our partners, just scrolling away, making them feel completely alone. We're at dinner with friends, staring at our screens, until eventually, they just stop inviting us out. So the crucial point is this incredibly tragic irony. Your party, your celebration, you're hosting your phone. Just imagine being at a major life event that is specifically celebrating you, like a holiday or a big birthday, and you are physically standing there, but you are entirely absent. You are literally hosting a device instead of experiencing your own life. let's move to section 4 and see how this builds into the algorithm's trap, which is entirely by design. We really have to understand these sinister psychological mechanisms at play here. It is no accident that we can't look away. We are caught in a deeply insidious algorithm trap. Step 1 is the infinite scroll. There's no bottom, there's no end, and there is absolutely no stopping cue to tell your brain, hey, you're done. Step 2 is autoplay. One video automatically turns into sex. You didn't make that decision, the algorithm decided that for you. And that leads right into step 3, doom scrolling. Bad news, sad news, angry news. Suddenly hours are gone and you just end up feeling worse. Finally, step 4, this all culminates in vibration anxiety, where you grab your phone the millisecond it buzzes, a total slave to the notification. The harsh truth we have to face is that you are no longer choosing your content. The content is choosing you. It gets so deeply ingrained in us that we develop what's called phantom vibration syndrome. You actually feel a buzzing sensation against your leg. You reach down, check your pocket, and the phone is completely silent. Your brain has been so heavily conditioned to crave constant digital interruptions that it is literally inventing them out of thin air. Which brings us to our final part, section 5, missing the present moment and the existential loss that comes with it. Now, what's really interesting about this concept is how it affects us beyond just the lost time and the damaged relationships. We are entirely missing the beauty of the present moment. Think about our autopilot existence for a second. Showering without noticing. Soap. Water. Done. You blindly rush through this physical sensory routine and you don't feel a single thing because the entire time you were just stressing about work. And because of this, we end up living with a massive joy deficit. We have practically no sensory awareness. We don't even know what we hear, smell, or feel in our own bodies anymore. We lack real-time gratitude. Sure, we might feel thankful later on, but we completely miss feeling it in the actual moment. We do no beauty noticing. There's sunlight hitting a wall, a child laughing, a genuinely amazing song playing on the radio, and we just didn't see or hear it. We rush through our morning coffee, we achieve a big goal and instantly pivot to the next one without pausing for even a second to celebrate. The result? We no longer savor good food, good company, or a good day. We just blindly consume it all. Which brings us to this incredibly powerful final wake-up call. Still distracted, still missing, still regretting. Life is happening now. Put down the phone, look up. This is it, guys. This is literally the only life we get, and it is happening right in front of us, entirely off-screen, in 3 dimensions, right now. We have got to shatter this autopilot mode. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this one absolutely vital question. The second this screen goes black, what will you notice today? Will it be the actual taste of your food, the ambient sound of the room you're sitting in, the real unfiltered color of the sky? Put the device down, take a deep breath, and finally step back into your own life. Thank you so much for joining me, and I challenge you, go notice the world today.
Right now.